FELDMAN Gallery, 31 Mercer Street at the bottom of Soho, and we're going to take a look at Rico Gatson, The Promise of Light. Well, Rico's a young artist I've been following. He's living out in Bushwick now, and so I've been watching his work for, well, at least a couple of years now, and this is his latest exhibition. This is a large video projection titled Promise of the Light, and Rico has layered over some, what he's calling transitory light effects, over some historical photographs, but evidently this is kind of a metaphor for the theme of the show, which is the story of his family's move from Georgia to California. And we'll look at some of the paintings. These are all from his Watts series. Well, this series of paintings are all based on aerial photographs that were taken during the Watts riots. I guess that was maybe 1968. And I think they're all about 4 foot square. And he's using paint and glitter on wood panels. Really, things that I've always enjoyed about Rico's work is he's got a real feel for his surfaces. Now, I've talked to him quite a bit about painting, and he, although I think he's quite an accomplished painter, he kind of prefers to consider himself more of an object maker. So these are all on wood panels. Glitter that he adds in there actually kind of makes me think of like an asphalt surface. You might have some spray paint on here as well. This one is titled Watts Painting Number 1, 2011. Well, they talk in the press release about following the flow of the exhibition from the dark gallery to the lighter gallery, and I guess that goes along with the title of the show, The Promise of Light. This is Untitled Sun, paint and glitter on wood panel. So about 4 by 4 foot square. Now, this is the kind of work that makes me think that Rico is actually a formalist. Some very nice abstract things going there. Makes me think of looking at a sunset through a Venetian blind. Well, Rico is also quite an accomplished sculptor, and he's a very good craftsperson. This is titled Magic Stick, and I think one of the nice things about the work is that he is one of the few sculptors that actually is able to bring color into the work in an effective way. This piece is paint on wood, 90 by 38 by 48 by 15 inches. Well, this piece is titled Throne, and I think it's interesting because it kind of makes me think of Bauhaus architecture, except that Rico has added his own kind of unique take on the design and the painting. This is paint and glitter on wood, 53 1/4 by 24 by 25 1/4. This piece is titled Obama, 2013 paint and glitter on wood panel, 31 3/4 by 48. This is titled Mystery Object Number 6, paint on wood, 52 by 26 by 3.5 inches. And I like this piece because it makes me think about kind of architecture you'd see out in some of the bungalows in Los Angeles with the Venetian blinds. And I wonder if he painted that wall in the back. Maybe that's part of the piece. This is a series of inkjet prints on paper. And I was just talking to Rico. He said that these photos in the background are some that his family has had, and then he's projected these lights on here. I guess that's part of the theme of the going towards the light. But I like the way that it adds the color on there. You can actually see some family resemblance there. It's titled Family Number 3. 21 1/2 by 21 1/2 inches. I like the spectral quality of the roll from the blue into the violet, yellow into green. Well, this is my favorite piece in the show. And they're calling this Untitled Collective Power, a multi-panel painting installation. So I guess these are all on planks. But we'll get a chance to look at what I was saying about Rico as actually having quite a, I think, a highly sophisticated, formalistic, abstract sensibility. Now, I'm not sure, but it looks like he's cut a lot of this out of standard pieces of plywood, so they're probably about 8 feet tall on the tall ones. And they're saying that his color palette was actually selected in relationship to African textiles, maybe kente cloth. I like this one. So I would say that's probably about 8 feet tall and a foot wide. I like his touch. He's precise but not finicky. Also nice the way that he has paired these panels. Oh hell, there's the artist. There's Rico. Okay, so we finally caught up with Rico. Congratulations, the show looks great. Promise of the light. Now, in the press release they talk about, and there's your wonderful daughter. What's your name? Maya.
Just famous.
You talk about this was kind of based on the theme of your family moving from Georgia out to California in the late 60s. But that was long before you were born, right? And then what did you do? You moved back to Brooklyn.
I was 3.
You were 3?
At the time.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a long, sort of convoluted story, but yeah, but the basic thrust of the show is inspired by that, and also by the text that I reference.
Was that before or after the Watts riots that you've got this series of paintings? It was after.
After the Watts riots.
You know, we've talked a lot about your practice of painting and your oops. We're going to go back into the light. I was going to say, I really do think that you really are a painter there at some level. And I was saying that also you've got a lot of like really great formalist abstract design things going on. We better hurry this up. Anything you'd like to say about your painting and your abstract design, how that fits in with your theme?
Well, it's mostly the color palette, which I thought referenced light. I mean, the bright color palette, which approximates like African textile and so on. And so in a very general or superficial sense, like I was connecting that to like this notion of like the light. Like the large abstract wall piece is like a focal point in the show. And so,
yeah, I love that. Yeah. I love that.
So only in that sense, you know, and insofar as it relates to like this notion of like California, the light in California, which is very specific.
Yes, you know, it is. And I also kind of got the feeling that it kind of reminded me of California architecture, maybe looking out a window with the Venetian blinds or something like that. Absolutely. All right, Rico.
Thank you.
Maya, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations.
I made it. Thanks, Dave.
All right. This is James Kalm reporting on Rico Gatson, Promise of Light. The Ronald FELDMAN Gallery, 31 Mercer Street at the bottom of Soho. Thank you, Kate. Thank you.